Here is Chapter 4. Master the quiet work. You want success, but here's the truth. Success is built in the silence, not in the noise, not in the applause. It's built in the quiet work, the invisible effort that no one sees. We live in a world where everyone wants to be noticed. Everyone wants the spotlight. But here's the secret. The spotlight is the last step. The real work, the real progress happens in the shadows. It's what no one sees. It's what no one appreciates. It's what builds you when no one's looking. Here's the problem. Most people want to skip the quiet work. They want the recognition without the grind. They want the reward without the sacrifice. But you don't earn the reward until you've done the work. That's the key. The quiet work is what separates winners from dreamers. Winners build the foundation while everyone else is distracted by the noise. Winners put in hours that no one will ever applaud. Winners sit in solitude, pushing through the repetitive tasks that seem unimportant but are actually everything. You want to win? Master the quiet work. You want to stand out? Master the quiet work. You want success? Master the quiet work. Let me break this down. When you wake up early and no one else is awake, when you stay up late, long after others have gone to bed, when you're journaling, studying, writing, sharpening your skills in silence, that's the work that wins. That's the work that matters. That's the work that builds the results that people will notice later. But here's the truth most people won't tell you. You have to do that work without expecting anyone to notice. No one's going to cheer for you. No one's going to applaud your commitment. No one's going to praise you for your hours of studying, practicing, and repeating the same thing over and over again. And that's okay, because the quiet work is for you, not for them. You don't need external validation to know that you're winning. You don't need anyone's approval to know you're moving in the right direction. The people who succeed are the ones who embrace this. Success doesn't happen when the crowd is watching. It happens when the crowd is unaware. You don't need the applause. You don't need the validation. You need the discipline to put in the work every day, no matter how invisible it seems. Here's the problem with most people. They look for shortcuts. They look for the easy way. They want the results without the grind. They want to cut corners and still win. But it doesn't work that way. The quiet work is what creates the results. It's what separates the winners from the losers. It's what makes you better, stronger, more skilled. And this isn't just about putting in more hours. This is about putting in the right hours, focused, consistent, without distraction. Quiet work builds loud results. Now, let's talk about how to master this. Step 1. Commit to a routine. This isn't optional. If you want to win, you need to build a routine that prioritizes the quiet work. It starts with your morning. The first 30 minutes of your day determine everything. What do you do in the first 30 minutes? Do you scroll through your phone, checking social media, looking for external validation? Or do you journal? Do you read? Do you focus on your goals and set the tone for the day? Your morning routine sets the foundation. Get it right. Step 2. Embrace repetition. Here's the cold truth. You will repeat things 1,000 times before anyone notices. The key to mastery is repetition. Whether it's practicing your craft, learning new skills, or improving your body, you're going to have to do the same things over and over again when no one is watching. That's the quiet work. And that's where the real growth happens. You have to embrace it. You have to love it, because repetition done right leads to excellence, and excellence leads to results. Step 3. Study in silence. The most successful people in the world aren't just grinding. They're studying. They're reading. They're learning. They're soaking up knowledge in silence. You have to make time for this. If you want to be the best, you have to be the best student. The quiet work of studying, of expanding your knowledge, of improving your mind, is the engine that drives success. Don't neglect it. Make time for learning. Make time for growth. Now, I want to challenge you. Look at your routine. Look at the quiet work in your life. Are you putting in the hours that will build your success? Are you focusing on the small, consistent actions that will get you ahead? Or are you distracted, by the noise, the hype, the validation. If you want to rise, if you want to break through, you have to master the quiet work. Quiet work builds loud results. And that's the key. Now, let's talk about the takeaway. This isn't about the applause. It's not about the approval. It's about the hours you put in when no one is looking. It's about the work you do in silence. It's about the foundation you build in the dark that will later shine in the light. You've got to be okay with working in silence. You've got to be okay with no one noticing. You've got to be okay with grinding, with repetition, with the discipline to continue, even when it feels like nothing's changing, because it is. Quiet work builds loud results, and that's the key. Now that you've learned how to embrace the quiet work, let's talk about what happens when you stop pretending, when you stop playing it small and actually commit to showing up at the highest level. Let's talk about the true power of the quiet work and how to use it to fuel your next level. Chapter 5. Kill distractions before they kill you.